So sharing, in our house of 6 kids, we don't struggle with this at all. I'm just kidding.
No, yeah. No. No. Mine. That's mine.
We're sharing. I would like to say that the reason behind the I don't like to share is because maybe we don't have 5 of absolutely every single thing they own. But even if it is something we have 5 of, they still want to not share something.
This one is mine.
Hey, the other one's in the living room. Lulu, Olivia, go get the pink one. Oh. It's just the nature of children. Like, whenever they see something, they want to be possessive, and they don't want to give it up as long as they're having fun with it. As a parent, how do you curb that? You want to encourage sharing as much as possible.
Parker, you have to share that bowl. It's not yours. Say it's a new toy and we got one of it. We'll set like a timer. And we're like, okay, you know, Lulu's gonna get 4 minutes with this, and when the timer goes off, she's gonna give it to someone else, and then we'll reset the timer. And they've caught on to that a little bit. Not every time, because they're still young, but it's something new we've kind of started. This is our timer. So everyone's gonna find a toy, and then we're gonna switch.
I mean, it's just something that you have to be proactive with. Because whenever they know that that's the rule, like, I only have this for a certain amount of time, then they're all for it, they're willing to share.
And they
like,
play so much better together,
Yeah.
knowing that they're gonna each get a turn.
Time is up.
Riley, somebody else's turn. Riley. There might be some struggles there, but no matter what, make sure you're re-emphasizing that time management across your sharing periods are the same. Because I'm gonna tell you that they're gonna catch on and say, that timer didn't go off, you forgot to set a timer, and if they get old enough like Blake, they will look at a clock and say, it's been 8 minutes. So do I get 8 minutes? And so really being consistent on that time management.
With 6 girls in the house and 5 of them being the same age, we have our fair share of sibling rivalries. And while we could spend the rest of this class dealing with this topic, we're gonna focus on the 2 biggest rivals, Riley and Olivia.
Keep your hands to yourselves. Riley and Olivia have always had like rivalry for some weird reason from like such a young age.
Did Riley take that from you? Did you take that from Lulu?
Those 2 have always bickered more than anybody else.
They just don't mesh well.
Hey, what did you do? They play well together
They do.
tons of times.
But whenever they wanna fight,
It's on.
oh, they're gonna fight. I think usually the fight between Riley and Olivia starts with fighting over a toy.
Good, yeah.
Oh, sometimes I think that they just enjoy antagonizing each other.
Hey. Why do y'all fight so much?
Because she's bossy.
Okay, I want to see y'all pinky promise each other. Now say, I promise I'll always love you.
No.
Say, we'll be best friends forever.
No.
Y'all will fight all the time.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna fight forever? Oh my gosh.
Hey. Okay, listen to me. Riley and Lulu, let's not start the morning off fighting.
Part of the problem is Riley wants to think of herself as the alpha, and she always like wants attention. But then Olivia is kind of like the performer.
Yeah.
And so like Riley just gets so angry whenever she sees Olivia and people giving Olivia attention, and she feels like she needs to one-up Olivia or whatnot. But then, you know, Olivia just doesn't let up, and then it just kind of gets out of hand.
It's me trying to be the driver. No,
Riley Pace. Hey. Hey. So to deal with major sibling rivalry, we always make them go apologize to each other. Tell your sister that you're sorry and you love her and you give her a hug and a kiss. I want both of you to say you're sorry to the other one. Now, what do you say? Now you give her a hug. No, that's not a hug. I want a hug. It's still a work in progress, but they're getting it. Kinda. Tell her you're sorry and give her a hug. You give her a hug. And you say, I love you, sister.
The next subject, it's a doozy. Discipline. You know, it's just one of those things where one method isn't gonna work 100% of the time for every kid, and it's something that we're constantly changing up and trying to figure out. So what we've learned, we'll go ahead and give it to you.
What happened? No, ma'am. No. You do this every night. Go sit. It's 1 minute. Discipline started probably around that like terrible 2 phase. The biggest thing that they would do at that time was to bite. Get down. Hey, Riley Pace, did you just bite? She just bit her leg.
Your timeout. Your timeout.
So we've gone through a couple methods of enforcing discipline. We started to do like a timeout chair.
You wanna go timeout? If you sit in this chair, you gotta, we don't fight over this chair. Get out.
And that worked for a hot second, but the chair turned out to be the cool new thing.
Riley. Hey, no ma'am. Y'all are all
But we figured out like what overall method works in our house, and it's this 1, 2, 3 method. We're gonna talk about the new discipline rules with 1, 2, 3. So if mommy says 1, that's gonna mean stop.
Stop.
If I get to number 2, that means a warning. 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 Yeah. Number 3 means a consequence. Everybody say consequence.
Consequence.
Good job.
But also, there's a few times, and you have never seen this on the show yet.
Oh, you put them in the shirt?
Whenever I put them in a big shirt and together and made them wear the same shirt if they weren't getting along. They hate it so much that just the threat of the shirt is enough to make them behave. Y'all wanna wear the same shirt?
No.
I'll put you in a shirt together, make you slow dance.
No.
Tell her you love her. Riley, tell Hazel you love her. And when they do get in trouble, we always talk to them about it and console them and tell them, because I love you. I want to enjoy this time that we have together. So cut it out. Hey, do you know Daddy loves you, even though you got in trouble? Huh? Yes.